Hello students, today our next lecture is history and we'll be discussing lesson number 9 and the name of the lesson is heritage management and in your textbook it's page number 59. So student, today the name of the chapter is heritage management. I will discuss some few points which you can remember and the explanation of the entire lesson I will send you the link, so please pay attention to the link. Now I will just give the introduction of this lesson and what all things you are going to read in this lesson. So students, pay attention, this is not there in your textbook. Now, the sources of history and all the books of history are available today because of the hard work of several historians. Because of the hard work of historians, various books are available. Now, sources of history, we have got three sources of history, that is oral source, written source, and material source. Now, what you mean by oral sources? Collecting and compiling of folk songs and tales, classifying, analyzing, and interpreting the compiled material, publishing the result of respective research. That is your oral source of history, collecting all the required information. Then, what you mean by written source? Collecting artifacts like coins, etc., completing necessary mechanical and chemical process of cleaning for conservation and preservation of collected documents, historical value of collected documents. So these are what all your written sources of history. And then we have got your material source of history. Collecting artifacts and classifying them, preparing indexes. Indexes means writing. Indexes, completing necessary mechanical and chemical process of cleaning for the conservation and preservation of collected documents, arranging, exhibition, writing, and publishing research articles. So all this comes under your material sources. Now, in this chapter, you will see some famous museums. Now, which are some famous museum? You have got Louvre Museum in France, then British Museum in England, then you have got National Museum. These are all your some of the famous museum. Then you have got famous museums in India. Now, which are the famous museums in India? Like Indian Museum, Kolkata, National Museum in Delhi, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vastu Sangrahalaya in Mumbai, then Salar Jung Museum in Hyderabad, the Calico Museum of Textiles in Ahmedabad. These are your famous museums in India. Then you have got something called libraries and archives. So all this are there. This also we are going to discuss in detail. Libraries and archives. Then you have got several noteworthy libraries in India. So some of the noteworthy libraries in India, which are the important libraries in India. Then we'll discuss on the topic of encyclopedias. Okay, what are the benefits of encyclopedias and what are the different types of encyclopedias? So that we'll be discussing in the chapter, and we'll see some of the early encyclopedias. Since the names are difficult to pronounce, like all these names are there of encyclopedias. Okay, so all these things you will be discussing in this chapter. Now, students, I will send you the link of this chapter, Heritage Management. Please pay attention. This chapter is very important. Difficult names are there. And after the link, I will send you the markings of the question answers. So students, please pay attention to the explanation to heritage management. Thank you, students.